Hey guys, it's Reggie Pegues here, Prospering You Network Marketing Group, and I just wanted to jump on here really quick and share some stuff with you tonight. As you can see in the title, we're going to talk about 5 things that your company doesn't tell you about marketing. 5 things, okay? First thing is this. When we first join these companies, one of the things that they don't address or don't take into account is the fact that we never built a business before. We never ran a business before. We only have the desire to want to do more with ourselves, but we lack the skill levels. Okay? So I'm going to give you 5 things that your company did not tell you. So guys, if you want to grab a pencil and a pad, or a pen or whatever it is, and you're going to want to take some notes, or make sure that you watch the rebroadcast. Guys, as you come on, type live if you're watching me live, and type replay if you're watching the replay. So the first thing that your company didn't tell you is that in order for you to be successful in your business is that you're going to need someone to sell to. You need an audience. But what does your company not do? Because a lot of these multi-level marketing companies and direct sales companies and affiliate marketing companies only want you to promote their brand and their product, they're not teaching you and giving you the essential skills that you need to be successful. So it's like bringing a gun, it's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. You're outmanned. You don't have enough firepower. So the first thing that you need to know if you want to be successful, particularly online, is that you're going to have to build an audience. How do we build an audience? We build an audience by learning who our product serves. Now, contrary to popular belief, everybody doesn't want your stuff, okay? Everybody doesn't want your stuff, but your company wants you to believe that everybody wants your stuff, all right? They don't. It's much better to find a small pool of people who are looking for you, looking for your product, service, or opportunity, and serve their needs than try to get everybody to buy your stuff. Because what's going to happen is you're just going to get frustrated and you're going to eventually quit. So you have to, the first thing that you need to know, you have to find your audience, okay? The second thing that you need to do, you need to find out what is it that you're going to say. What is it that you're going to say? Now, here's the oxymoron, or the diametrically opposed point of view for a lot of people who want to come in to multi-level marketing, or, network marketing as a whole. See, the positive about network marketing is the fact that it's very inexpensive to get involved in. You can join a company for a couple of $100, okay? You can join a multi-billion-dollar company for a couple of $100, and that's great. The bad thing is you can join a multi-billion-dollar company for a couple of $100, if that makes sense. If that makes sense, type sense in the comments. And here's why. If you've never built a business before, you don't know how to build an audience so you can sell to that audience, and you're following what they're telling you to do, which is spam your link everywhere, jump in people's inbox, be annoying, not create value to offer, you're going to struggle. It creates a problem. So what do we say to our audience once we found them? Well, that becomes very easy when you know how to be an active listener and you learn the skill, because everything that we're talking about here involves skill. And the other thing I want to emphasize here is this. It takes time to build a business. Guys, ladies, gentlemen, it's taken me over 10 years to become an overnight sensation. It's taken me almost 10 years to get here. And I could have cut that in half had I not let my ego get in the way. If I was more teachable, if I sought out coaches, I could have sped the process up. But because these companies have us to believe that we can do it by ourselves. Oh, they want you to get on the team calls. Oh, yeah. They want you to get on the team calls and they want you to go to their events. And going to events is awesome. But I'm talking to you as a business owner, because your business is you. And guess what? Those companies that we join, they can go and come in a moment's notice. They can close their door anytime that they want. They can change the compensation plan. I've seen companies where they've actually, one day they were paying out commissions and then they changed the rules. The next day they said, well, we're not paying commissions anymore. Or they changed the product. Or they changed, So that's not your company. You have no say in that company. You have no input as it relates to the goings on in that company. You are a representative. You're a high-paid salesperson for that company. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't have the ability to go out and create something else, but understand it's a tool. It's a tool. And I used to be like that, you jumping up and down, this is my company, and, I had it all on my Facebook profile wall. No, not until I learned exactly what it was did I wake up and realize that these companies are instruments that are to be used by us to create multiple streams of income. If you're getting any value, type value in the comments, please. So the second thing that you need to know is that what it is that you need to say to your audience. And there's scripts. I'm not a script guy, but scripts can help in the beginning if you're new to give you an idea of how to have a conversation with your potential prospects, all right? The third thing that you need to know is, guys, set reasonable goals. And everything that I'm sharing with you guys, I was a victim of. I was definitely a victim of, because I just did not learn the process. I wasn't learning the principles. I wasn't studying. They show you the rock stars, the ones that are making all the money in the company, but they don't really show you how to get there. And then we're not resourceful enough to do our due diligence and research to figure out, hey, there's a learning curve here that we have to master. So set reasonable goals for yourself, guys. What do I mean? A reasonable goal is, I'm going to talk to 5 people today, and I'm going to do that every day. I'm going to follow up with 10 people, okay? I'm going to do what it is that I need to do. And you want to set your goals where you have to reach, but you want to set them in a reasonable way that you can obtain them. And why? Because it's very easy to become discouraged. It's very easy to want to give up. Because, a lot of us, we get in and we say, listen, I want to make $5,000 a month. Okay, that's a good end goal. That's a great end goal to have. But what's your strategy? What's your plan? If you're, say, for example, if you're in the health and wellness industry, you say you want to make $5,000 a month. Okay, great. Now, how many people do you need to talk to make that happen? How much product do you need to sell to make that happen? How many people do you need to partner with and join your opportunity to make that happen? Hope that makes sense. If that's making sense to you guys, again, let me get some thumbs. Let me get some likes right here. Okay? The fourth thing that you need to know. The fourth thing that you need to know is you got to get into the right mindset. You got to get into the right mindset. What do I mean by the right mindset? The right mindset is, first, you got to understand that you are now, when you take the mantle of being a business owner, and like I've emphasized, you are your business. You have to take on the understanding that the first and foremost, you have to have what's called delayed gratification. Delayed gratification. And you say, Reggie, what is delayed gratification? Delayed gratification is okay, we have been conditioned to be consumers. We've been conditioned to be employees. So therefore, what we do is we figure we exchange our valuable time, right, for X amount of hours per day, for X amount of days per week. And then at the end of it, we've gotten to the habit of when we do that, we expect to get a paycheck. All right? When you are the boss, you're not the first one to get paid. You're the last one to get paid. Even if it's a sole propriety business, even if you are, it's just you. But when you build your team and you're doing other things and the other facets that come into play into building a business, you're the last one to get paid. Why? Because you're at the top of the food chain now. And amazingly, a lot of people think that it's the other way around because they still have that employee, self-employed mentality that I'm going to pay myself and then pay everybody else. But it doesn't work that way. So you got to get in the right mindset. You got to understand what this is. When you made this decision to become a business owner, recognizing that those companies that we belong to, they are tools. They're not our company. If they close, and I recently just went through and had an experience with some people that I know who are multiple six-figure earners in a particular company. They helped shape the company. And then the owners, the people who own the brand and own the company, just shut the doors and didn't tell anybody. And these people were so vested in this that they did not have a parachute. They did not have a plan B. So when they closed the doors, they didn't do the basic things that you need to do for your own personal business, such as the money is in your mailing list, but you got to create a mailing list. Every prospect that you talk to, every person that you got to create a system where you're getting their contact information. And these people that I know, they didn't do that. They were a little old-timey. They just believed in the company. They thought the company was going to stay open forever, and the company jerked them. So now the whole lifestyle that they've built based on that premise, based on that company, is now in ruin because they did not build a list. They did not back up the list. They didn't have contacts. It's just a total mess, okay? So you got to get in the right mindset. You got to understand what position you're playing in this. Okay, it is your business. It is your business. And you have to understand that it's a different way of thinking when you're the boss. Okay? If that's making sense for you, making sense to you guys, drop a 1 in the comments, okay? Hit the notification button also. Share this, because somebody on your team needs to hear this. And I got one more point for you guys. All right, I got one more point for you guys. One more thing that you need to do. I said I'm going to give you guys 5 things that you need, 5 things that your company doesn't tell you about marketing. And here's number 5. Just do it. Stop thinking about it. Stop waiting for the perfect storm. Stop waiting for the conditions to be right. Take action. Take action. Take action. And I get it. Guys, if you're new and I don't even want to say struggling anymore, because right now I'm talking to that entrepreneur that's on here right now who is really open to learning, really open to taking their business to the next level, really open to learning how to attract, build, engage, and sell their audience, really want to go to the next level. Even if you're doing well, you can always do better. I'm talking to that entrepreneur right here that wants to make that solid 4 figures a month like I'm doing, and 5 figures, and the people that I network with who are multiple 6 figures and 7-figure earners. Now that doesn't mean that I don't want to work with those who are just starting out. But what it gets to a place that there are people that are so absorbed in the rhetoric of these companies, they're not open to learning. So they're going to have to spend a year or 2 years developing to come around. For me, it took over 10 years. My first, in 2008 or so, when I first started online, I figured I had it all figured out. I was going to do it my way. I was going to reinvent the wheel. Okay? Until I realized, you know what? I spent more money in auto ships and being a part of companies, and then chasing shiny objects, jumping from this company to that company, blaming the company, blaming the product, blaming the compensation plan, blaming my upline, and the problem was staring me right in the face, and I looked at him every day in the mirror. It was me. Okay, so the 5th thing that you need to do, take action. Take massive action. Take massive action. You're only going to learn by doing. Now, if you want to expedite the experience, you want to create leverage, Connect with somebody who has experience. Connect with somebody who's doing what you want to do. Connect with somebody that you can work with who will teach you. Okay? You don't want to connect with anybody who's doing worse than you. It's like if you want to become a millionaire and you're asking somebody who's broke. You know, no disrespect, but that's just the way it is. Success does leave clues, but you got to put yourself in that arena where you're around successful people. Okay, guys, so 5 things that your company doesn't tell you about marketing. Guys, if you want to know more tips, strategies, how to build an audience, how to engage your audience, how to sell an audience, comment more info. If you want to talk to me privately, you can inbox me. But guys, you got to take action. You got to take massive action. You have to be open and willing to learn to change your fortune. Guys, stop practicing the definition of insanity. If you're doing the same thing over, you're spamming your links, you're doing this, you're doing that, and you're not getting anywhere with that. It's time to reevaluate. There are things that you can do. There's things that you can change, you know, just tweak. And the last thing I want to leave you guys with, you're one idea away. You're just one idea away from experiencing the success that you want. But are you coachable? Are you teachable? Are you open? So again, guys, hit the notification button here so you know when I come on. Like and share this video. Hop over to my YouTube channel, Hollis205 on YouTube. Like this video. Like any video that you watch there. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button so when I upload new content, you'll be the first to know. Okay? Oh, okay, Eric. Oh, great. I'll go where Eric asked me to review the 5, please, because he came on late. You know, and again, if you're watching live, type live in the comments. If you're watching replay, type replay. The 5 things that you need to know, Eric, is this. The first one is we have to identify our audience. We have to find our audience. We have to identify our audience. Okay? The second thing that we need to know is what conversation are we going to have? How are we going to engage with them? All right? How do we move them from contact to closing? The third thing that we need to know is set reasonable goals. You know, what are you going to do? How many, people are you going to talk to per day? What do you want to earn at the end of a particular month, 3 months, 6 months? The fourth thing is we have to have the right mindset. We have to have the right mindset. We have to have the right mindset. We have to understand what it is. We're no longer, you're moving from that employee, self-employed side of the quadrant to the business owner, investor side, and that takes a total different mind shift. And lastly, number 5, the last thing that we need to do is just take action. Just do it. Just do it. Just take action. And little by little, each day, you'll get better and better every day. Okay? Guys, again, on that note, hop over to my YouTube channel, Hollis205 on YouTube. Hit the notification button here so you know when I come on. Like and share this video because somebody needs this information today. I know I've gone over, normally I do like 15 minutes, but this is so important, guys, because it hurts my heart to see so many people struggle in their business. It's just hard to bring it to the surface. You know what I mean? These are things that you guys can deal with. These are things that you can conquer. It's not impossible. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. All right? But you got to get it together. You got to get your mind right. Again, if there's anything that I can do, please comment more info here. Inbox me. On that note, this is Reggie Pegues, Prospering You Network Marketing Group. I want you guys to win, but you got to be 100% responsible, understand where you're at, and take steps to become better and better each and every day. Okay, on that note, I got to go make my daughter some dinner, and I will be talking to you guys later.